Hello everybody, this is Break the Sky coming here with a patch analysis. I'm just going to do a quick video here. I don't know if anybody's done 706E changes. I don't know if I'll do these in the future or what, but you know, it's a short, fairly small patch, and I haven't played Dota in the past couple of days, so, well, really played Dota, so I'm just going to look at what changed from the past meta, which was before I really look at these, fairly laning phase prioritized, and it was a lot harder to make a comeback in the mid game. But anyways, we're at least in the pub meta. In the pro meta, it's a bit different because lanes tend to be a bit more even because the drafts are usually much closer in how good they are. But I'm using a new mic, so hopefully the background noise and the fan from my computer is mitigated a bit. But anyways, we're just gonna look at this real fast. First change: small neutral small camps gold bounty increased by 10%. So this is a buff to safe lane for laning supports, because so it's saying pull the small camp, because before nobody pulled the small camp, everybody would pull the big camp and just stack and pull that, and then the carry or the offlaner would steal it, but everybody would farm that. So much safer for lane supports to just stack the first camp after the 30-second mark and pull. It's a nice little buff for laning supports. Veil of Discord recipe cost increased from 400 to 500. Small nerf to like Queen of Pain and Puck, I guess, heroes that would, and I guess Necro, heroes that would go the double null talisman build that would, just because Veil is such a cost-effective item for what it gives, they just pick it up, just because it's essentially like the recipe is 400, it doesn't really matter, so it's just essentially buying armor. I don't think this changes much though. I think those heroes are still going to pick it up. 500 is not a whole lot still. Bloodthorn, critical strike damage reduced from 1.45x to 1.4x. Alright, I mean, it's still, I guess it's another nerf to the heroes, to the items, so like Daedalus is a lot better now. It's really the only thing. Or not a lot better, but just a little bit better. It's something to think about, like, the crits you're getting aren't going to be as big, even if it's only by like 0.05. Because I think when this came out, this was like 1.7 or something. But, Heaven Halberd, oh please kill this item, please kill this item. Disarm duration on ranged heroes reduced by from 5.5 to 5. It's something. This item is still way too strong. And the fact that they're going into TI without changing that is like, this item's stupid good. Alchemist, based agility increased from 11 to 16. Alright, it's something. He attacks a little bit faster, has, I think, maybe one more armor. Or not quite one more armor, but it's close. So instead of one armor hero, soon two armor hero. Alchemist, Grievous Greed bounty multiplier increased from 2x to 2.5. Alright, small, like, doesn't really matter. It's not as good as it used to be. Arc Warden turn rate improved from 0.4 to 0.6. Isn't that a reduction? I don't know how these numbers work, but I guess it's slightly better. It is a 50% decrease, I guess. Unless this is like, I don't know what that is. Batrider, Flaming Lasso cooldown increased 90, 75, 60, 100, 80, 60. So it's worse at earlier levels. I think the hero needed a little bit of a nerf, but I don't think to his ulti. I think maybe like reduce his like int gain or something, or agi gain maybe, so he has less armor. I think that would have been a better nerf than this, because this just, like, early game, people are already skipping lasso at level 1 lasso to get more points into their spells. Like, this just gives them more incentive to do so. Like, you ever watch, like, cause alright, the lasso can cancel TPs, but with an extra point in Firefly, like, you're gonna be dealing an extra, like, 100 damage a second, or 200 damage a second. Like, if you have a couple of stacks of sticky napalm on them, like level 3 sticky napalm. So it's like, like this kind of seems like a misguided nerf to me. But whatever. Brewmaster, fire building health increased from 1200 to 1300. Necessary. I still think they need to buff the armor of the panda a little bit for it to become relevant again. I know that's the level 25 talent, but maybe the HP a little bit more. But like the fire building, like if you're against the Sven or something, it dies in 2 hits. Or like Echo Saber, it's stupid, it's bad. Brew, level 10 talent change from 30 attack speed to 30 damage. So you crit for more. I mean, I guess it's a bit more valid. Like the attack speed is already, like he has pretty good attack speed overall anyways. So level 25 talent change from 120 damage to 140 attack speed. Like, this is so stupid. Like, the other level 25 talent is like 50 armor or 15 armor or some shit to the fucking brew, the brew pandas. Like, there's no way you ever take this. This is so stupid. But I guess this is alright. Broodmother, level 20 talent from plus 12 spiders attack damage to plus 14. It's still trash. Her other talents are way better. Bristleback, base damage reduced by 4 damage. I mean, I guess that weakens his laning a little bit, but like I get it weakens his level 1, right? You can trade less, but normally you have quills, so you're still not bad at trading. It's a nice little nerf. Still think the hero is going to be picked a bunch. I don't think this has much of an impact. Chen, Hand of God heal increased so that it's no longer just a mech. Alright, it's just better at higher levels. It's still fucking trash ability. Chen, level 20 talent increased from 90 GPM to 120. Alright, wait. He had, alright, his level 20 talent was 90 GPM? Really? Really? I don't play that hero ever, but like, this seems like so bad. What are his other talents? Chen, Dota 2. Okay, what are we looking at here? Talents. Okay. Movement speed or cast range, 250 health, or 10-second test of faith cooldown. Oh, that's pretty good. GPM or 1000 creep min health. Like, why would you? I mean, I guess the GPM is a little bit better now. Like, maybe, I still think like 150 would be like the minimum for you taking that. At level 20, like, and you're a hero that should normally have farm, like, this is so much more important. Like, if your creeps don't get instantly killed by AoE spells, like, this is really, really important to the hero. Like, I guess you could, like, buy some, like, Dagon or some shit with this without taking farm off the map from your cores in the late game, but at that point, you're, you know, you don't want to be late game. You don't want to be level 20 on Chen, right? Like, you want the game to be over at that point, and I don't think this is going to help. This at least allows your creeps to be, like, decent. Maybe you take this and transition into, like, some type of, like, just normal support who sometimes has creeps, because, you know, I don't know, it doesn't seem very good to me. And then you've got +2 Holy Persuasion max count, or +200 Hand of God heal. I guess you take this. Like, I don't think Holy Persuasion is like that important. Like, I guess if you get Ags, you can get like multiple creeps, but the only auras you really care about are the Golem and like, yeah, and like that's really it. Maybe the Dragon, because you get more armor, but like, you know, maybe you go this. But I still don't think you want to be in this position as Chen. I think you want to end the game before you have to make these decisions. And if you are, I think it's pretty per game basis. So maybe it's a good change, because 90 is way too low. Okay, where are we? Alright, here. Clockwork. Please nerf. Battery Assault mana cost increased from 75 to 100. Alright, like, he still gets like three battery assaults before having to go back to base from level 1. And base damage reduced by 3. So it's like, I don't think this matters really a whole lot. I mean, if he's played as an offlaner, it matters a little bit, but in terms of roaming, like, it doesn't matter much, I think. Because 3 damage is like nothing. You hit him maybe 3 times, so it's like maybe like a 9 damage decrease. Like, this is the main nerf. So I don't think it does a lot though, because Clockwork has pretty good mana pool. All his spells are pretty cost effective. This is all just nerfing his offlane and making him more of a support. That's what this is. Alright, Darkseer. Surge cooldown increased from 12, 11, 10, 9 to 12 to 13, 12, 11, 10. I'm actually just going to check. Alright, I am recording. Darkseer. Surge cooldown increased by 1 second. So the downtime is increased by 2 seconds, essentially, right? Or no, just 1 second. Alright. Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't think Darkseer was that strong before. Like, this honestly doesn't change much. Just 1 second on Surge. I guess it matters more at a higher level when you should have Surge like every 4 seconds to 5 seconds now. So it's more of like a late game nerf, and laning at this doesn't really matter. This doesn't do shit. Enchantress. Yeah, because if you're Darkseer, like you want to Surge your carry and then you don't have it for yourself. So it makes it a little bit easier to punish a Darkseer trying to save somebody in a fight or Surge them out of something. So hopefully, you know. So it's decent. Nothing too big here. Like, this is just, you know, sub patch. Enchantress, Nature's Attendant mana cost reduced from 125, 140, 150, 170 to just 125, consistent throughout all levels. It's a nice little buff. Like, I think a bit irrelevant. I think the hero's problems in this patch are a little bit different. Just with the fact that so many nuking, like, magic damage mids are popular, so that they don't really actually have to care about, you know, oh, I can't right-click you. Like, who cares? I have a Lina Laguna Blade or a Quap Bolt, and you're dead from just, like, full HP. But it's hard with Enchantress, right? Like, it's supposed to be a situational pickup. Like, if you pick it into a bad lineup, they want you to get punished for it. Like, because an Enchantress in a good game where they really only have a lot of right-click damage, like, OD is their magic damage, like, you don't want to, like, it's gonna destroy, so. Io, Spirit's mana cost increased from 120, 130, 140 to 150 at all consistent levels. I mean, it doesn't really matter much. You don't use a whole lot of mana on Io. I think the whole point is that it nerfs your early game because, alright, sorry. It nerfs your early game a bit because your mana pool is a little bit worse now than it used to be in previous patches, because they changed the way int works in mana and how much mana it gives you. So I think Io only has like 360, maybe 460 mana, so it's gonna be like 2 or 3 spirits instead of like 4 or 3 or 4. I don't remember. It's either 360 or 460 at level 1. But yeah, it's a slight nerf to how many times you can zone. So it's a nerf to him, to these like dual lanes. So it's saying stop putting Io in like these dual lanes, or if you no. What it's saying is that stop taking Io into the jungle early on to get these levels, or at least it's making it harder, because if you're taking him into the jungle for early levels, you know, you need points in Spirit. You need to be able to keep using it, and when it's 150, it makes it a lot harder to spam it out and you know, get those early stacks and stuff for yourself. So a nice little nerf to the greedy Io. Not that I think I've seen a whole lot of that outside of, I think, Pylite Io. I think most people have been playing it in dual lanes, which, you know, is probably better right now. So it's just reaffirming, I think. So Legion Commander, press the attack cast range reduced from 800 to 700. Hero's still good. 100 cast range, you know, it's whatever. Always use it on yourself anyways, Kappa. But no, so the hero's been picked a lot to like counter heroes like Batrider, or like anything that's going to have a lot of hard lockdown. So it's a nice little nerf. But Legion is still really strong though. So Leshrac, level 15 in talent, from 10% magic resist to 15. Pulse Nova damage increased from 100, 130, 160 to 100, 140, 180. So let's look at Leshrak's talents actually. So just change that to Leshrak. There we go. Okay, so move speed, health, 15, 400 mana, strength, spell amp. I mean, you get this almost every game, I think. Like 10% was probably good before. Strength, spell amp, you probably go strength. Or level 20, 15 is not a whole lot. Then lightning storm, slow duration, 3 seconds. Or oh yeah, this is stupid. I think you go this if you're going like the Ags, which is like, I don't know if that's an item on the hero. I don't think it's that good, but this is probably the best. Like the rat, you can instantly kill Raxes. I've played it with this before, and this is pretty sick. But yeah, 400 mana. You know, I guess it's decent. You get like an extra 2 seconds or 3 seconds out of ulti with it, but I think this is way better now. Probably the 10% was probably better before, but I guess it's a bit lackluster at level 15. The 400 mana is only if you're like really far ahead, I think. Just because, like, you know, you're gonna be tanky with like a Bloodstone, you have HP, you might have an Atos or something, I don't know. So this is this I think is most games, unless they're like mostly physical damage, then you take the mana. But this is pretty good. So Life Stealer, strength gain reduced from 3.3 to 3.1. Nobody cares. Hero's still gonna be good in games that it's good. It scales a little bit worse now, but like 3.1 is still pretty good strength gain. Dragon Slave damage, Lina, Dragon Slave damage reduced from 110, 180, 250 to 320 to 85, 160, 235, 310. Alright, I'm gonna check actually, because I don't know, does it still one-shot range creeps at level 4? That is the question that we are asking here. And if it doesn't, that is huge, and if it does, it's okay, who cares, I think. Like, because 5 damage is not, at max level, is not a whole lot. So what was the other thing? Like, so it's a little bit worse. It's like 20, 30, it's 25 damage worse at early levels. 25, 20, 15, 10. So it's a pretty unilateral nerf. I think it's pretty bad if you're playing support Lina, because you get less value out of the spells at early levels. But I think it's meant to be a nerf to core Lina. We'll just check this shit real fast, and then we'll get back to the patch. Real fast. Sorry for the sirens. I live in New York, so that happens sometimes, you know? People do shitty shit, and then they get hammered by the cops for smoking weed or something stupid. Okay, so so level up, level up, level up. Okay, do we get this? Alright, we do. So it's just a little bit worse at early levels, not really a big deal, I think, overall. Okay, so where are we? Lina. Oh, there's more nerfs. 25 talent from 40 plus slash 4%, Fiery Soul to 35, 3%. Alright, this is actually pretty big. This is really bad for Lina. Like, it's still a really good talent, but like, it nerfs her scaling so hard. Yeah, that's a pretty good nerf. I think Quap is gonna be like the new mid laner to like Lina was. I mean, she still get picked a lot, but this is pretty bad for her scaling. Maybe you'll see her play it in a different way. Maybe with like Laguna being like, you know, old build with like Yules, Ags and stuff. I don't know. I mean, the hero is still really good. It just hurts her scaling a lot because she's not putting out 40 attacks per second. She's only putting out 35, which, you know, still really good, but, you know, still a pretty decent nerf. Luna, level 10 talent, from plus 15 move speed to plus 20. I always took the plus 15, so, you know, just all the nicer now. I think the other talent is like 15 damage or something stupid. Like, it's really pointless, I think. It's like not a lot of damage. It's like, why would I take that when I could just permanently run, like, because the great thing about move speed talents, which I always think about, is that when you have greater move speed, you're farming faster because you're getting from camp to camp faster. So like, yeah, if you have a little bit more damage, you're farming a little bit faster, but also, like with the move speed, you're getting from camp to camp faster, you can get yourself in and out of fights faster. It's great for kiting, which is great for Luna, especially if, you know, you're behind. People going the move speed as well, the Mask of Madness as well for that. But also the thing about move speed is that, you know, I just like it. Like, it's something that you can't really buy outside of Windlace, which, you know, you don't really want when you're slotted. And, you know, with the Yasha, with those, or with the Manta style, and, you know, boots as well as the talent, you're moving pretty fucking fast, especially if you go with the Mask of Madness build. I think you're at max move speed almost all the time, and it's just it's insane. And I really like this talent, and I think a buff was kind of unnecessary to it, but, you know, I like it. Level 20 talent from 10 magic resist to 15. Just gonna check what her other level 20 talent is, because I think it's way better. Maybe you go magic resist. I think it depends on the game, really, and like what you're dying to, but normally you have a BKB at this point. And if you don't, you probably can farm it, or should farm it very quickly. So I think the attack speed's probably better. But these both seem pretty lackluster for level 20. Like this talent is way good for, like, this talent's really fucking good. These seem like meh. And then this is shit, but, you know, 15 stats is meh. It's, you know, a lot of her talents are kind of just decent. Like, none of them are really that good except for this one. Because, like, when you eclipse, like, this is a lot. This is like an extra, what, 200 damage, maybe 180 damage on any individual player. And it's great because you can spam your Lucid Beam in fights. You know, it's a nice little thing. So, nice little buffs for Luna. Lycan, Howl cooldown increased 55, 50, 45, 40 to 60, 50. So 5 more on all levels. I mean, it's nice nerf. Howl's still fucking broken as shit, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Lycan's not that great overall. So, Monkey King, Boundless Strike cooldown reduced by 3 seconds, 25 to 22. Decent little buff, you know, kind of irrelevant. Monkey King Wukong's command attack interval improved from 1.6 to 1.4. I don't think this is the spell you want to buff, Valve. This hero is going to come back as a carry, and it's going to destroy everyone. Or like a mid laner or some shit. Or maybe off lane even. Like, it's going to come back as a core hero, and, like, maybe you don't get the basher, but, like, you know, you put Scotty on that motherfucker, it's going to hurt like hell, and you're never going to be able to move. Especially with 1.4, like, that's some retarded bullshit. Like, this hero's like 1 buff away from being OP. Like, 1 buff away. And it's treading that line, I think. Same with Gyrocopter, where like Ags and his spells are like so good, and, like, you know, he's just like 1 buff away, like one misstep and the hero's gonna shred everyone. So, Morphling, base attack time increased by 0.05. Wow, thrilling change. Don't really think it matters. You already attacked pretty fast. I mean, I guess with just the Agi morph, but I guess it's better for last hitting, you know? Help you with the last hitting. Naga Siren, base health regen increased from 0.5 to 1.5. That is great for support Naga. Unfortunately, hero is still fucking shit. They killed that hero thanks to OG. Good luck at the international, by the way, my boys. Yeah, here I guess it's pretty good for support Naga, but I think hero's still pretty dead. Night Stalker, base int, and I guess it's good for carry Naga as well, but a little bit nicer for support Naga. You can, like, trade hits a little bit more effectively. Just buy like 2 mangoes, you have 3.5 regen in lane, like, it's really nice for you. Probably better than just getting a stout, even, because you can just buy that in the side shop if you're playing support. Whatever. Night Stalker, base int reduced from 16 to 13. This is a pretty big deal, actually. Oh, Night Stalker, Hunter in the Night cooldown increased by 4 seconds at all levels. So 30, 26, 22, 18 now. Alright, this is, you know, pretty bad, but, you know, like, this is a big nerf, because the reason you stop seeing, Night Stalkers rushing Ags is because the Hunter in the Night gives the flying vision flying vision that Ags gives, like, you know, on a fairly short cooldown, 14 seconds, right? You know, or not 18 now, and it's still pretty good. But, like, that's why you didn't see them rushing Ags anymore, because while the vision was great, you know, you can get a Halberd, you can get a Solar Crest, you can get whatever, and it's still going to be, you know, very, very significant for yourself. You know, you don't need to invest 4,000 gold into it, or 4,200. You could spend that gold, you know, on something that'll fuck over the enemy carry or help your carry live, you know, whatever. So this is actually pretty significant, and I don't know if it's going to be enough to see a change in the build back to the Ags rush, but we'll see. And the base in is also pretty big, because this is, I think, like 100 less mana, or so it's like less mana that Night Stalkers can use for Void, and it's pretty big considering the way a lot of teams have been playing him in the qualifiers. You saw Pro Dota, they would run Night Stalker in these like dual mid lanes. DC did it as well. Like they'd take this hero and they'd run it in like these dual lane mids, and the guy would just sit mid, void the enemy mid laner, and, you know, fuck him over and give their mid laner a really nice start off to the game. And it's a nerf to that, so you have less mana to actually harass with, and pretty good. This is a really major nerf to the hero. Hero really needed the nerfs. Clock, Night Stalker, and Sand King were way too fucking strong this patch, like every game. I think Night Stalker was the worst of the three. I think just because of the vision aspect that he gave, like the fact that not only he gave you the vision, but he took it away from the enemy. So nice to see some nerfs to that, especially to that vision aspect for Night Stalker. So Nyx Assassin, another stupid strong hero. Movement speed reduced from 305 to 300. Alright, he's a little bit easier to kill in the offlane now, I guess, but, you know, whatever. Because now he's slower than, now he's only like normal move speed, as opposed to 5 ms faster than everyone. Ogre Magi, level 15 talent increased from 8 magic resist to 12. I mean, it was kind of fucking, like, I'll check, but I remember the other talent being really kind of lackluster. The Ogre Magi, here we go. Did it do like Ogre or something? I can't spell any spelling. Oh, it was 50 damage. I remember, like, I never, like, unless I'm like snowballing and like stomping a game, I never fucking take this talent. Like, it's so fucking bad. Like, I mean, I guess it's good for farming and pushing out lanes, but it's kind of pointless when basically you're just walking a walking bloodlust. Right, I guess that's kind of wrong, because your bloodlust is like gives you attack speed, so you're hitting for a bunch of damage and shit. So maybe this is better, but usually at this point in time, when you're hitting level 15 on Ogre, your strength in the early game is kind of waned at this point. You're a little bit squishier, and I think the 12% magic resist helps with that. But hey, if you're not dying a bunch, you're still relatively tanky. You know, 50 damage, way to go for you. Maybe you get a Glimmer Cape or something for this instead, and you just take the damage for farming. Because otherwise, then you don't necessarily have to spam your what's it called? Not the Fire Blast, the Ignite. So pretty nice there. Still might take the damage though. Depends on the game. 4% buff, you know, whatevs. 20 talent increased from 250 health to 350. That's the other one. Movement speed. If you're like the only catch on your team, like if you have like no other stuns, like this, you go this. But otherwise, you go the health. Like way tanky. Like that's the way to go. Like make it impossible for them to initiate on a support and just immediately take you out of a fight. Like that in and of itself is so strong, because if they can't go on you as a squishy support, to take it out. Like normally Ogre, you know, you don't really care about as much, but because he doesn't have any big team fight changing ultimates. But you know, if you can just drop that stun and they don't kill your carry because of it, and like your Weaver gets off his time lapse or Chrono or whatever big fight thing, like it's pretty game changing. So Ogre Magi level 20 talent increase from 25 move speed to 30. Like I said, I think this is still better. Unless you're like the only catch on your team. Yeah, unless you're like the only catch on your team, like way to go is the health. PL Agi gain increase from 2.6 to 2.8. Hero's still dumpster tier. 2 Agi doesn't really make him a lot of difference. Or 0.2 Agi. Like it really doesn't matter that much. Like you get what, 5 more Agi total at level 25. So a Band of Elven skin. Congrats, 450 gold. Well done. Hero still has a lot of problems. Phoenix, level 10 talent from 175 health to 200. Yes, buff this hero, please. I love this hero. This hero is sick and like is gonna see some nice play, and I cannot wait for OG to run the shit out of this at TI. Like, Phoenix is god tier. That's just my personal bias, though. I don't think the hero's that strong, but you know. He can be in certain games. Puck, base armor reduced by 1, so nerf to her laning phase in the off lane. Harder for Puck to trade, especially now that she's got a little bit better damage than she used to. Don't really think Puck was the hero you needed to nerf. Like I don't really think this is necessary at all. But I guess it is, because like supports tend to ditch their safe laners quite a bit recently, and it's all about the mid lane this patch. And safe lane, it's like if you're a safe lane, you kind of like want to kill yourself always because you're in a 1v1 versus an offlane hero who's supposed to like 1v3 or at least 1v2. So, you know, a little bit of a nerf. I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. Kind of annoying though, considering Puck only has like 550 HP or 620 or something, and like really low armor. It's just bad. So, you know, we'll see. I don't think it really affects the picks much. Bugna, level 25 talent from 150 nether blast damage to 200. Alright, still pretty niche pick. And if you're level 25 on Pugna, and this matters, like, I think the other one is like Pugna. I think the level 50, yeah, 50% life drain heal, like that's way stupid. The level 25 talent is way stupid. Like you always go with this. 50% increase, like that's retarded. No way you go with this. It's not, like there's no way. Like with an Ags, this is insane. Like, and maybe if you're playing support Pugna. If you're playing support Pugna, then this. But if you're any kind of core with any kind of farm, this is the way to go for sure. Queen of Pain base damage reduced by 4. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. So, Quap, feeling the mid lane nerfs as well. Queen of Pain level 25 spell lifesteal reduced from 70 to 60. That also hurts a lot. So Queen got actually hit really hard by this. Still really fucking good. Lane dominance is a little bit less because now her damage is, I think, 58 without a null, or 58 with a null, possibly. Time to check, boys. Heroes. Queen of shit. Demo hero. So damage is quite worse now, I think. Really unfortunate for her. Just see what we have shop wise. So 49 without a null. With a null, it's 58. So this hurts a lot. Like, oh my god, the damage is so much worse. I'm playing with one hand, by the way, because I'm holding my mic because the stand is pretty low. But yeah, this is not pleasant. Because you don't really want to have to walk close. Oh my god, see, like that would have been a last hit if it was last patch, but it's not. Alright, well, a little bit worse for Queen. I think she got hit harder by nerf. Her and Lena got nerfed a lot, actually. those seem to be like the two guys who like really got hit by this patch. Razor, agi gain reduced from 2 to 1.8. I literally got a fucking trivia question wrong because of this shit. Fuck you, Valve. Fuck you and your bullshit changes. I don't think it really matters that much. Like, 0.2, you've got 5 less armor at level 25, like, or 5 less agi. It's like maybe 1 armor, and you build armor, so it's like, who cares? Sand King, Caustic Finale timer damage changed 45, 65, 85, 110, 20, 50, 80, 110. So worse at early levels, pretty necessary. You can't leave a Sand King alone in lane at all. He'll just destroy any melee carry. And as a roamer, he was really good with this as well, because it's like an Orb of Venom and the damage was pretty big, as well as the slow. The slow is still the same, so it's still really good, but nerf to his laning for sure. Shadow Demon, base damage, oh no, base strength rather, increased from 19 to 21. A couple extra HP for him, you know, whatever. It's not a whole lot. Or no, it's like 100. Or no, 50. 56, 58. It's alright. It's decent. Not that big of a deal. Can tank 1 more auto attack. I guess it makes a lot of sense early game. Shadow Demon, Demonic Purge cooldown reduced by 10 seconds, 50 to 40. It's decent. Like, okay. Like, you're probably not going to get more than 1 off in a fight anyways, so you're probably going to die or you win the fight. Like, usually that's how the hero works, unless you've got a lot of farm. And it's like really, like, which doesn't, I think, doesn't usually happen, I think, versus Shadow Demon. Usually the fights I've played the hero in tend to just be like, oh, they dump everything on a one guy and then you disrupt him and, you know, you're out. Good for you, you did your job. And outside, and then, or you disrupt your guy and then they dump everything on the rest of your team while the guy is out for 3 seconds and, you know, the fight's already over. So one of those happens. I don't really think this will affect the hero too much. Maybe a little bit better in the early game in terms of roaming around to get some early kills once you hit that level 6 mark, having it ready from fight to fight. So you'll always have a Demonic Purge in a fight, kind of like Ghost Ship. But yeah, so this is pretty nice. Sniper, agi gain increased by 0.2. Alright, nice for him. Little bit extra agi, a little bit of extra attack speed. Overall, Sniper's still pretty good. It's just the kind of heroes like Queen of Pain where, like, you know, you jump in on Sniper, you got your BKB on, 70% lifesteal, and you can't do anything, and you just kill him. So, with the nerfs to her, and Sniper might actually see a little bit of a comeback at TI. So, looking forward to that. Or not. Ho ho ha ha, question mark. Spectre, base strength increase by 1. Nice. Level 15 talent from 20 move speed to 25. No. No! Spectre. Talents. Level 15. 25 move speed or plus 8 all stats. Stats are very valuable in Spectre, especially because of how... I think it really depends on the game, but I think this is a little bit better on Spectre. The HP and the armor, just a little bit more value on him just because he reflects damage and it gives him extra mana, and Spectre is really bad int. Like really bad mana, so the mana pool is welcome as well. I still think this is pretty good. 5 armor as well. 20 damage really doesn't do much for you. These do a lot though. I mean, yeah, I just think this is better still. Everybody probably just took this, which is why they buffed this. 25 move speed's a lot though. But you get shit like drums and like Manta on Spectre, and you go phase boots. I think it's 25 MS is a bit redundant. Like, give you a race car all you want, but like, this is pretty good. Maybe some games you take this. I don't really. I don't know. I think they just maybe need to switch it. Make the move speed or the armor at level 10, and then do like buff this number to like 50 damage, and put it at level 15. and maybe buff this to like 10. But that would be overall buffs for the hero. Maybe next major patch we'll see something like that when they buff the safe lane finally after like 3 years. So we'll see. Sven, Warcry cooldown increased from 32, 26, 20, 14 to 34. So 2 more at all levels, looks like. Yeah, 2 more. 34, 28, 22, 16. Still really good. I mean, a little bit worse late game, granted, but I don't really think it matters that much. Tiny Toss can now throw units to spell immune enemies. Thank you. This was so fucking redundant. It's like you can toss spell immune people, but not if you can't toss them onto people with the PKB. Like whatever. Like, it's really bad, really annoying. Veno, this is just like a consistency thing that I like to see. Veno strength gain reduced from 2.15 to 1.9. Veno lost every game in the regionals. He was picked a ton, but he lost like every game. Hello? Am I stupid? I'll check that though on it later, but like every game I saw Venom being played in the qualifiers, like the team got shit stomped. The hero was strong in them, but the team always lost. Maybe that's just because the teams who were playing it just performed worse overall. Hero does deserve a nerf though. This is pretty nice, but still it's not that much. Like Hero's still fine. Visage, Grave Chill, mana cost reduced from 190. Alright, nice Visage buff. 10 out of 10. Nobody plays the hero anyways, except for like Fly. Wind Ranger, Wind Run mana cost reduced 75 to 60. Ooh, that's so nice. 60 mana. Delicious. Love that shit. Nice little buff for the hero. Obviously, you know, you can just use it now way much easier. Use it more time. You have a little bit more mana in your pool for the Power Shot, which is high mana cost, as well as the Shackle. So maybe a little buff to support Wind Ranger and to core, just overall buff. Nice. Winter Wyvern, Cold Embrace, Faith Health regen from 20 to 25. Okay. Arctic Burn slow increased from 19, 26, 33, 40 to 22, 28, 34, 40. So a little bit better at earlier levels. Arctic Burn slow. Alright. Like, Hero still, I think, is a bit on the weaker side, but some overall nice buffs for a lot of people. They nerfed Queen, Lena, Lycan, Clock, Sand King, Night Stalker, most of the really strong heroes in the last patch, and gave some small buffs to a lot of other guys. But overall, that's the patch. Just did a quick little analysis of it. Let me know what you think of the new mic. I know some people, Tim, were getting mad about the background, or not getting mad about the background noise, but I was getting mad about the background noise. So see if this is a little bit better. I'll check it when I upload the video, but hopefully it's a little bit better. I do have a muffler as well that I can use. It just kind of doesn't stick very well. So yeah, that's it, and hopefully the mic worked out. See you next time, and